pick it up. You're going to begin and then the walk, okay? And then just keep your eye on what they're doing and when they're done, okay? It'll be obvious, okay?
And they're going to walk around this way.
They're going to all go to the side. They're going to walk across the front, down the middle, across the back, and then come back to the but there'll be two different groups. Okay? And I'll be following it. I'm not up here by yourself. I'm in charge.
You're used to this.
But I mean, so I need you to go down. Angela, could you close one of the doors? Thank you. Well, good morning and welcome to Unity of Greater Hartford. Good morning. Yay, there we go. Thank you. My name is Rev Christine Boylan, and it's wonderful to see all of you here in the sanctuary, and also to know that there are many others watching on our Facebook page, unityhartford.org, and on our that was our website, on our website and our Facebook page. Well, today we are so excited and grateful to have Kimberly Logan of Savara Sound joining us. She's going to add her special music to the opening prayer. Yes, stand up. Let us applaud you. So Kimberly is going to be adding her special music to the opening prayer, to a beautiful chant with Carolyn, and to a walking meditation. Oh, so lots of good stuff going on today. So we also want to let you know our board member on duty, and of course that is the person that you go to if you can't find me. All right? And today that person is our board president, Deborah Giddings. Thank you, Deborah. Now I have a little announcement. In the last several months, some members of our community have contracted COVID, and they have been kind and caring by staying home. Thank you so much. But they have done one other thing. They have let me know. Now, why do you want to let me know? Of course, I'll keep it confidential, but it allows me to remind all of you so that if you would like a face mask, they're at the greeters table. And you might not want to hold hands or hug people. Use your judgment, but be prudent. We want everyone to stay healthy and whole and be here every week. So thank you for all those lovely people who have stayed home and have let me know. And thank you to all of you for doing the same if it should happen, if you should contract COVID. Now, when you arrived, you should have been handed a bulletin along with the song sheet. And if you did not receive these, raise your hand. And I'm trying to look around and see if any of our greeters are here today. Oh, there's Lee and there's Belle. And the other thing that I'd like you to have, some of you got it last week, but if you want to have it in front of you, is the Tree of Contemplative Practices. And that is out at the in the atrium on the table. And so if you would like that, please raise your hand. And Angela and Lee will get that tree and hand it out to anyone who needs it. Just raise your hand. And Angela's coming in right now with it. So just raise your hand up and keep it up until she gets around to you. Okay. Now, of course, all these papers, you know the drill, they need to leave with you. Okay. You don't need to take them home. We will have a basket out there, and you need to put them in the basket so we can recycle them. Please don't leave it in here. It just adds a whole other cleaning detail that we would appreciate not to have to do. So thank you for helping us recycle these. Now, on that bulletin is our welcome affirmation. So please find that and then say it along with me. Together, unity is a positive path for spiritual living. And here at Unity of Greater Hartford, we welcome, value, and include all people. Now, every month, we introduce a new affirmation for use in our monthly prayer practice, and that is on your bulletin. It's also on our website homepage. We use this affirmation throughout the month, praying collectively. There is power in prayer. And of course, our annual theme is Jumping with Joy. So the monthly affirmations always begin with that. So as we prepare for our opening prayer, I'm going to ask our worship assistant, Rob, to please light our Christ candle. And of course, that is a reminder to all of us that right with us is a Christ light, that light within that always is burning, desiring to find expression through you. That's why many people use candles. It's symbolic of that. Okay. And so our August affirmation is jumping with joy. I tune in to divine will and live the truth I know. So let's take that into prayer this morning. I tune in to divine will and live the truth I know. The spiritual power of will infuses me with the ability to choose, to discern, to be intentional. How do I choose to show up today? How do I choose to show up today? This ability, this divine power, gives us the strength and the courage to express the Christ. It gives us the faith to know that it's always there, desiring to be expressed. And so today we open to this spiritual power and consciously choose open up to that. And so right now I'm just going to ask Kimberly to join us up here. And as Kimberly adds her music, I'm going to ask you to just take a moment in the silence. Just open up to that Christ light within you. Feel that light within you as we allow this music to help us go a bit deeper. So as this music continues, we affirm that today, with conscious intention, I consciously choose to activate my spiritual power of will and live my truth. I choose today and every day to be the very expression of God, to be love in action. And with a deep breath, we all say out loud together, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Kimberly. So thank you, Kimberly, for helping me with that, and we'll hear more from Kimberly in a bit. But right now, I'd like to welcome our choir and our music director. Carolyn, good morning.
Good morning. Oh my gosh, I forgot how much that affects me. It's like, I am like, woo, in the sky right now. Okay. Good morning, everybody. I'm so glad you're all here. So on your way in, you should have been handed a piece of paper that has the lyrics to today's many songs. So we're going to do the first two opening songs together. So stand as you are able, and we'll join in singing our first song, When I Pray.
When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray.
All right. The moment we've all been waiting for. If you have a percussion instrument, now's the time. Let's pick it up. Let's put it in your hands And if you didn't get one, sorry?
If they need to get them?
If you need to get them, I believe they're still out in the atrium. Maybe Tony could grab a selection of them, because now it's oh my gosh, look at that big drum. That's amazing. Yes, show us how it's done. So we're gonna sing the second song with our percussion instruments. And also Wendy is up here kind of centering us in the beat as well. So if you get lost, just look at Wendy, listen to Wendy, okay? Yeah, look at that joy. All right, so if you need a percussion instrument, these friends have them for you. You could raise your hand, you could go grab one. Yes. Baskets of goodies. Yeah. All right, does everyone who wants one have one? Do we have it? Okay. Here comes your instrument. All right. All right, I think we're ready to begin. Here we go. Ready? 2, 3, 4. And thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My fabulous, my fabulous, my fabulous friends. My fabulous, my fabulous, my fabulous friends. Thank you for this world, Spirit. Thank you for this world. Thank you for this world, Spirit. Thank you for this world. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful world. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful world. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. All right. Thank you. Didn't that feel great? Good. All right. You're welcome to take a seat. And thank you, Wendy, for leading us.
Carolyn, and thank you, choir. My name is Rob Morehouse. I'm the Vice President of the Board of Trustees. Here's what's happening in our church community. Last Sunday, we started our preparations for World Day of Prayer, an event to be held on Wednesday, September 11th. These preparations include all of you. There is a prayer list form that you can fill up with the first names of those people, including yourself, that you would like to be held in prayer. Another way that you can be involved is by signing up on the on-hour segment of the prayer vigil. You will be paired with another person and you will have a script, so it's easy. Finally, save the date of Wednesday, September 11th, and plan to join us for the evening service in person and on Facebook. And I just wanted to let you know that I have signed up for an hour during the prayer vigil. There's still an opening. In addition to our World Day of Prayer in September, we have another prayer experience for you. On Saturday, September 28th, from 9 to noon, we will be exploring the spiritual practice of labyrinths by going on a group tour of 3 area labyrinths. There's information in the atrium and on our website. You will need to pre-register, and the fee is $20, which includes breakfasts, snacks, and a tour and history of labyrinths. Join us as together we discover the power of walking the labyrinth as a spiritual practice. In another month, we will be enjoying our annual Unity Community Picnic. The date is September 11th, Sunday, after service, and even though we will, did I say the 11th again? I've got it on my mind. Sunday, September 11th. It's right in front of me. Sunday, September 15th. And even though we will be holding it here at our church, we still need a lot of people to pitch in. So please sign up in the atrium to serve on one of these 3 teams. There's the setup team, led by Maria Main and Angela Simadon, and they're looking for people who can help set up tables outside and inside, as well as an outside tent on Saturday, September 14th. The food team, led by Jocelyn and Georgine, with the help from Deborah Giddings and me, will make table signs and then arrive early on the morning of September 15th to direct food traffic. The games team, led by Lynn Lennon and Michelle Gornish, is looking for playful people to help line up some games during our picnic. They will be meeting in the next week or so in order to have time to acquire any game equipment. Please add your name to the sign-up sheet in the atrium, and yes, you can sign up for more than one team. And the most important part of the picnic, the annual cookie contest. No, I won first prize 2 years in a row, but not the last 2 years. So, this will be our 5th annual event, so get your great cookie recipes ready to win some terrific prizes. Let's make this year's picnic the best ever. And now it's greeting time. Please stand but remain in your pew as we offer each other the Gandhi blessing for peace, which is a call and response. I offer you peace. I offer you peace. I offer you love. I offer you love. I offer you friendship. I offer you friendship. I see your beauty. I see your beauty. I hear your needs. I hear your needs. Our wisdom flows from the highest source. Our wisdom flows from the highest source. And I salute that source in you. And I salute that source in you. Let us work together for unity and peace. Let us work together for unity and peace. Amen. Now, if everyone would like to have a seat, please join me in affirming our statement of faith, which is on the bulletin. Together, there is only one presence and one power, active as the universe and as my life, God, the good, omnipotence. Amen. Today's daily word is wholeness, and the message is, as a divine being, I am whole. I know I am whole, wondrously made, and a unique expression of the divine. But I cannot truly know wholeness if I become distracted by an experience of illness or thoughts of lack or limitation. I do not resist limiting thoughts. Instead, I let the light of divine understanding dissolve the darkness of spiritual ignorance. Remembering that divine life lives as me, I affirm my body's wholeness even if I am experiencing illness. Growing awareness of the limitless flow of divine ideas reminds me I have all I need to experience a joyous, abundant life. As I say yes again and again to my true spiritual nature, my life becomes an ever-unfolding demonstration of wholeness and truth. The biblical reference for today is from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 11, verse 36. If then your whole body is full of light, with no part of it in darkness, it will be as full of light as when a lamp gives you light with its rays. Again, the daily word is wholeness, and the affirmation is, as a divine being, I am whole, and so it is. Amen. And now Reverend Christine is welcomed to come back up and speak to us.
Thank you, Rob. Well, this is the time in our service when we have the opportunity to experience and express gratitude, love, and prosperity. We know that when we freely and joyfully give, we are opening ourselves up to the joy-filled abundance of the universe. So whether you're giving today in the sanctuary by check or cash, or perhaps now or after the service online, unityhartford.org, through the donate button, we ask that you hold that giving in your heart. Also ask that you hold a heart blessing for everyone here today. Perhaps that is a blessing of wholeness or peace or love. Whatever that is, hold that in your heart also. And as you do, allow yourself to feel as grateful as you can to God in you as your one true source of all. And now please join me in our offering blessing on your bulletin. Together, divine love flowing as me blesses and multiplies all that I am and have, all that I give and receive, and so it is. Amen. Will the ushers please come forward?
There we go. All right. So I want to invite you, if you would like to sing with me during the giving song. You have the lyrics, and it's just the same thing 3 times with a little piano in the middle. Okay? Let your light shine through me in places where it's hard to see, where love is dim and hearts and eyes are blind. Oh God, let me shine. Let your light shine through me in places where it's hard to see, where love is dim and hearts and eyes are blind. let your light shine through me in places where it's hard to see, where love is dim and hearts and eyes are blind. Oh God, let me shine. Where love is dim and hearts and eyes are blind. Oh God, let me shine.
Thank you, Carolyn. That was beautiful. I know we almost didn't want to sing because you sounded so great. Okay. Well, welcome to week 2 of our series on contemplative practices. And if you didn't get the handout, make sure you get it on the way out. It's the tree of contemplative practices. You can bring that home. It's a way to remind yourself of all the different ways. And if you're online, you can certainly download the document from the homepage of our website, unityhartford.org. Now, when we look at this tree, we can see that it is rooted in awareness as well as communion and connection. Of course, any prayer or meditation practice needs to be done in awareness. We want to be alert and awake. And the roots of communion and connection, well, they can be called community. And that can happen certainly in person, online, or just in your heart. Last Sunday, we focused on the generative branch, and we experienced beholding, lectio divina, and the loving kindness meditation. This Sunday, we're going to be focusing on the branch of creative, and then across from it, of movement. So specifically music, which we already did with singing and using our percussion instruments. And then next Sunday, our final talk will focus on relational branch and activist. So I have a task for you. Next Sunday, I am asking everyone to bring in a donation for a Manchester area conference of churches, or as it's commonly called, MAC. This is a Manchester-based nonprofit organization with the mission of building partnerships to break cycles of poverty right here in our community. I'm asking everyone to bring in something for their pantry. It could be a toiletry, a cleaning product, or non-perishable food. For more information on what to share, you can go to their website, and right there it'll have pantry, and you could see what their suggestions are. Or you can go up to our website, unityhartford.org, and there's a link right there to their website. As you think about what you would like to share with MAC, I'm going to ask you to do that intentionally, consciously, as though it were a prayer. And bring awareness to your feelings as you select, choose, gather together, and bring them here. And then perhaps next week you'll even share with me what your thoughts and feelings were in this heart-to-heart, soul-to-soul activity. Now, all right? Everybody agree? Got it? If you're not going to be here next Sunday, we're here on Wednesday morning. Bring it in then. Okay? Or let me know. I'll be here for it. Yeah. Yeah, and there's a blue box. You could leave it in the blue box outside the front door. There you go. Well, for today, we're going to explore contemplative practices with a focus on music and movement. So let's go back to the beginning a bit. We're focusing on these practices. Well, let me ask you a question rather than telling you. In the last 6 months, has anyone felt anxious, nervous, upset, angry, resentful, any of that? Raise your hand. All right, there we go. There we go. Well, sometimes I think I need an old-fashioned time out. I can almost hear my mother's voice saying, "Young lady, you just sit there and think about what you did and then apologize." And of course, almost all the time, the apology is to myself. Yeah. There's certainly nothing wrong with having those feelings. It's just that we might not want to act on them. We might want to process them a bit. We certainly see people lashing out every day without any awareness of how they are hurting themselves or others. We see them even defending their actions. Well, that's just how I feel. Sense of entitlement, and that's just how I feel. These days, we need more people to be aware and to own their feelings instead of throwing their feelings onto other people. Many of us need a time out. Yes, your feelings may seem that they are a natural reaction to what someone said or did, but you have a choice. Will you react or will you respond? For me, it helps if I take a pause, a breath. And you know what will help you do that? These contemplative practices. Yes. It certainly becomes my time out, and maybe one or many of these practices can be yours. A contemplative practice moves us out of our own way. It helps us remember our truth. It assists us with showing up authentically, honest, and also kind. And there is just not one way to pause, to have a time out. There's a whole tree full of them. And there are no prerequisites. If one doesn't work, try another one, and then even another one. There was a time when I could not sit in the silence. It was a time when I didn't trust myself. I had a critical inner voice that wanted to hijack my mind. Eventually, I learned to say, no, that is not the truth of me. I also learned that affirmations, chanting, positive thoughts could more easily than I even thought drown out that negative critical voice. And I just learned something really interesting, that when you hum, you can't ruminate. You can't be thinking. Humming, that takes your mind. And I wonder if that's perhaps what's happening when we sing, and that's why we find it so uplifting. Because it is a heart-to-heart, soul-to-soul activity. So, I'm going to ask right now if, Kimberly, if you could come up. I don't think we need to change anything here. Could you come up the side steps, though? That would be great. That's all right. So, on your song chart, I'm just going to make a one change here on the chart. You're going to be We're going to do this 3 times. You're only going to do it once, unless you want to do it 3 times. Okay, but we have a little typo, so I want to fix that for you. Okay, so you'll see the chant that says, "Be still" chant. Okay, so it says, "Be still and know that I am God." So get rid of the E and get rid of the next 4 letters. Okay, be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know. Be still, be. Okay, everybody got it? All right, wonderful. Now, I'm just going to let you know a little bit ahead of time what we're doing here. Okay, and Kimberly is going to start us off with her music, and then Carolyn is going to sing the chant. Kimberly will play her music, and then Kimberly and Carolyn will sing the chant. Kimberly will play her music, just for a second, and then Carolyn will say, "Together," and then together we will do the chant. Okay? So, Kimberly, if you'd like to begin.
Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know. Be still. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know. Be still. Together.
Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know. Be still. Beautiful. Thank you, Kimberly and Carolyn and all of you. That's something you can do on your own, isn't it? So this could be used as your own personal time out. Just saying the whole chant or some of it. Be still. Yeah. Use that as your time out, your pause. So I want to talk now about music and about dance. Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore, in his book, Adam's Smashing Power of Mind, wrote, "We now know that fervent words expressed in prayer and song are eloquent proclamations of spiritual truth that can release the millions of electrons in our brain cells, and through them blend like chords of mental music with the universal mind. He wrote that in the early 1900s. Yeah. And then in his book, Dynamics for Living, Mr. Fillmore wrote, "The healing power of music, which is heralded as a modern discovery by those who are practicing it in hospitals, is not new. The fact is, this method of healing has always been recognized and practiced, and the most striking illustration are lullabies." Yeah. He also wrote, "God is singing the universe into expression in this moment. God is singing the universe into expression in this moment, and we have the opportunity to co-create with the divine." Now, so if music can be a spiritual practice, can dancing? Spiritual dancing does certainly exist. It's sometimes called worship dance or praise dance, prophetic dance, Christian dance, sacred dance, dancing worship, or liturgical dance. And many of us are familiar with the spirituality of Native American dance, which is sometimes called shamanic dancing. It's a ritual dance that helps make a connection to the world of spirits. Dancers use this empowering way to offer an intimate relationship with spirits and bring them to this world. This dance aims to use body movement to ask spirits for guidance and communicate clearly with them. Anyone ever hear of Sufism? Yeah. Well, there's Sufi whirling or whirling dervish. And those ceremonies, they started as a form of meditation by Rumi, the famous Sufi Muslim mystic and poet in the 13th century. Rumi wrote, "Whosoever knows the power of the dance dwells in God." The aim of Sufi whirling is to reach a greater connection with Allah, which is another name for God. This is sought through abandoning one's ego or personal desires, by listening to the music, focusing on God, and spinning one's body in repetitive circles, which is seen as a symbolic imitation of planets in the solar system orbiting the sun. Church dancing is also seen in Christian churches, particularly in Black or African American churches. Dancing there can be part of the worship experience and is seen as a way to bless God's house with gifts and talents. It is a form of worship, praise dancing, and it is another way to express love and worship towards God. Finally, dancing or movement also shows up in Judaism. In the Bible and the Talmud, dance is referred to in various contexts as an important ritualized activity and as an expression of joy. Biblical dancing is also often accompanied by drums. We should have been out dancing with our second song. In the 18th century, dance assumed great importance in Judaism. They used dance to attain religious enthusiasm and to show devotion to the Almighty. Hasidic dance assumed the form of a circle, symbolizing their philosophy that everyone is equal, everyone being a link in the chain, in the circle having no front or rear, no beginning or end. They start their dance in slow tempo, and as the music becomes faster, they hold their arms upwards and leap in the air in an effort to reach spiritual ecstasy. And here at our Unity Church, you are certainly encouraged, anytime you desire, to dance to any music or to just sway, however you want to express that, today or at any Sunday. Now, one movement that we're going to be doing today takes the form of a walking meditation. And we're going to do that today. And there are various ways to do it. I'm going to talk about 2 ways to do this walking meditation. One is an undoing, okay, a releasing. Or the other way can be a doing, which is that generating positive, loving feelings within you. So let's talk a little bit about and how you do this in a meditation. In an undoing or releasing, you choose, this very intentionally, you choose which foot to start with, you pick it up, you move it through space, and you put it down, heel to toe. You're very aware of your foot, feeling the ground, feelings and sensations of each part of this process from heel to toe. Your eyes are on your feet, and today, if you do it, on the feet in front of you. We don't want any accidents. And so it is the way to undo, to release any worry. It's kind of like humming. When you're focused on that, you really can't be thinking of anything else. But what about that way of doing a walking meditation, which is generating positive feelings or emotions? In this way of doing it, as you slowly walk, you lift your eyes, you take in your environment. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you smell? What do you feel on your skin? And as you identify, you call it all good. You see the pew. It's good. I see the lights. It's good. Now, in a minute, I'm going to give you instructions for getting out of your pew and doing a walking meditation in the sanctuary. Now, wait till I give you those directions. If you do not wish to leave the pew, perfectly okay. There's 2 ways you can participate. You could stand and then just lift your legs as though you were walking. And you could do it in a way of undoing, just keeping your eyes down. Or you can keep your eyes up and look around. If you'd rather remain seated, you can be seated and still lift your legs up and down, okay? Or just your feet as much as you can, okay? And if you're watching online, join us, do it. Right now I'm going to ask Kimberly to come up because she's going to be supporting this walking meditation with her Native American flute. Now, here's the direction for those of us who would like to get up and actually do a walking meditation. Okay? I'm going to ask that as you exit your pew, and you could do it from this or from there, but we all want to be standing, this group, against that window, facing this way. On here, you want to be against these windows, facing this way. I'm going to ask our leaders, Rob and Maria, to come up, and you would form a line in back of these 2 people. Angela is going to be holding the back. You can get up now. Angela is going to be holding the back, and so if anyone comes in and doesn't know what's going on, or you get back there and you go, I don't know what to do. But you all have to move out to the window, okay? And you can do it either way. Okay? Not everyone is comfortable moving through the pews, and that's fine. And of course, you can stay in your seat and do it. Okay? So we have these two leaders, Rob and Maria, who will start the walking and set the pace. We are going to walk in front here, and while you walk, try and keep some space between you. We have a little bit more people over here. I ask that you keep like about a pew between you. All right. You're going to walk across the front. You're going to come down the middle. There'll be two separate lines going down the middle. If at that point you want to leave the line and go back to your seat, please feel free to do that. If you would like to keep going, do that. So we'll come back. If you continue, you'll continue down the middle aisle, across the back, and come back to the window. And at that point, again, we ask that at that point, if not sooner, you go back to your pew, go back to your seat. All right. Let's see if I forgot anything. So just a final reminder that you can either focus on your feet and the feet in front of you, or you can focus on your surroundings, taking each one in very intentionally and calling it all good. Just trust yourself and everyone here, because it's all good. And so, Kimberly, if you would start us off, please. And if you want to move up to the microphone like this one here, yeah. Rob and Maria, if you would like to start. Go ahead. Take a breath in and release. What if you started every day like that? Yeah. That might be a wonderful practice to have every morning, just to take a walk meditatively. Yeah. Well, thank you to all of you who participated in your own way. Thank you. Certainly thank you to Kimberly for providing the music. And I'm going to encourage you this week to give yourself a timeout. If you can't hear your mom's voice, hear mine. Yeah. It's time out for you. So, try some of these contemplative practices, any or all of them. Love yourself and our world enough to do that. Love yourself and our world enough to give yourself a timeout. Namaste.
All right, friends. So now we've reached the point in our service where we get to form a circle, or apparently you're allowed to form a semicircle as well. And I know, it's a big day. And then we'll sing our Unity Peace song together. We just kind of come together in whatever way works for you as a whole, as a group. And that looks wonderful. All right, so let's take a deep breath together and we'll sing our Unity Peace song. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
If you wish to remain standing in the circle, please do so for our prayerful protection. Together, the light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Please take your seats. As we bring our service to a close, Rev Christine will extinguish the Christ candle. However, we all know and affirm that the Christ light within us can never be dimmed, for we are always one with the divine.
Well, thank you to everyone who helped with today's service. And of course, special thanks to our wonderful prayer chaplains for holding us in sacred prayer today. We have a prayer chaplain who is here today and who is able to pray with you one-on-one after the service. And that person is Kat. Hello, Kat. Kat will be up here. And if you desire to have one-on-one prayer, all you need to do is come up and say, "Would you pray with me?" And Kat will take it from there. I also want to remind you that in the pew, in that little slot in front of you, there are prayer cards. You can fill out a prayer card and then put it in the prayer box, which is in the corner in the back of the sanctuary. While you're there, light a candle, take an affirmation card, and perhaps even use that affirmation in your daily prayer practice. One other way you can have us hold you in prayer is to send an email to prayerrequest@unityhartford.org. The prayer request will be put also in the prayer box, and our prayer chaplains will hold all those prayers, confidentially of course, but they will hold all of them in prayer for 30 days. After 30 days, they get mailed to Silent Unity in Missouri, who prays over them for another 30 days. So thank you for trusting us with your prayer requests, and it is an honor to be able to pray with you. Well, there are many others who helped with today's service. Certainly our wonderful worship assistant, Rob. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I also want to thank Maria and Angela for, in addition to Rob, to helping out with the walking meditation. And special thanks for Kimberly for coming here and helping us experience a whole different contemplative practice. So thank you, Kimberly. Thank you to our wonderful hospitality team. Jocelyn and Georgine, and of course many others who help with setting up. Thank you, all of you. Also our tech team, Jim, Marty, Julie, Tony, and our new audio expert, Michael. Welcome. Our setup team, Leah, thank you so much for getting everything prepared. Our greeters, Belle and Lee, thank you for greeting us this morning. Our ushers, and I guess I'm so into it by that point. Our ushers, which is Liston and Wendy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And of course, our wonderful choir, Liston, Deborah, Wendy, and Rob. Thank you so much. Now, this is your first time here. We welcome you, and we also want to let you know that in the atrium on your left, there's a high-top table that has envelopes or packages that is a welcome package. And in that package is information about this church and about the worldwide movement of unity. We invite you to take that, and we also invite you to come and have coffee and snacks with us in the community room, as well as just knowing how grateful we are that you're here with us today, whether that is here in the sanctuary or online. And if you're online and would like to receive that package of information, just send us an email. Send it to officemgr@unityhartford.org. Our office manager, Tony, will put that package in the mail to you, but you must give us your mailing address, so make sure that's included in your email. Now, I have to say one more thing, two more things. One is that we have one more song coming up, right? And just to remind you, we're happy if you stand and move and sway and dance and do whatever you want to it, all right? Especially singing. But I also want to remind you about next week. okay, to bring in your offering, your donation for Manchester area of Church Council of Churches, and add to their pantry, and to do that in a very prayerful, conscious, intentional way. So, one more person to thank, our wonderful music director, Carolyn. Take it away.
Thank you so much. All right, so you heard the lady. We're going to get up and dance and sing. You got some words. You can sing if you want to. You can just hang out and dance if you want to. This is called Be Where Your Feet Are. Feels like I'm surfing on a sound wave, zooming through the universe. Feels like we're bouncing off of light waves. I bounce so hard sometimes it hurts. Where every time I think I'm stuck, the sun moves along and my shadow gets up. So if you're lost, relax, be where your feet are, be where your feet are. Every time I try to follow someone's way, my end result is not the same. But then I do that thing I do that's just for me, and amazing things start happening again and again. And every time I think I'm stuck, the sun moves along and my shadow gets up. So if you're lost, relax and be where your feet are, be where your feet are. Outer space is where I'm spacing out, still looking up when I'm feeling down. I tried to walk the talk, I talk, but the tale is taller when I look up. It's still so easy to feel small. Still I've found if you're lost, just relax, be where your feet are, be where your feet are. And if you ever get lost, relax, be where your feet are, be where your feet are. If you ever get lost, kick back, be where your feet are, be where your feet are. There you go. If you ever get lost, relax, be where your feet are, be where your feet are. I'ma be right here. You're cracking me up over there. Oh my goodness. That was so much fun. Thank you to everyone for joining us here today. We appreciate you, and we look forward to seeing you next Sunday. Excuse me. Either here in person or on our website or Facebook for 10:30 a.m. Sunday service. And we also hope to see you on Wednesday evening for a weekly meditation service. So as you go through your week, chant, dance, and be the light. Have a wonderful day.